duty.
Robert! You horrible!
You need to know about the cheeses from Wednesday, Dale.
We don't need to do it.
He's an asshole.
Hello everybody! Welcome back to Formula 1! 9 days after the last stream. Because someone went on holiday again.
CL.
Exactly.
Robert!
Can't believe you went on holiday. That's just so rude, CL. Fenty, can you believe CL going on holiday? Like, psh, how could you?
I can't believe he would do that.
Exactly, how could you?
I like you little shits. Welcome along to the British Grand Prix. Season 1, Round 12. Now, Robert, do you remember last time what happened when we did the British Grand Prix?
No.
You were in McLaren. You crashed out on lap 1. Then your teammate Oscar Piastri crashed on lap 2.
Strategies.
And then when the pundits did an interview with you, you neglected to answer the question by simply saying, and I quote, "We don't feel it's right to give any answers at this time because there is going to be some sackings at Team McLaren."
I do not remember this. Slander.
Answer clip.
Fake news. AI generated.
I mean, to be fair, it was like, what, like almost a year ago?
True.
Yeah.
This is the last game we see Rolex as these, as one of the sponsors in the game.
Yep.
Because F125 goes to Tag Heuer.
So appreciate my little cartoon character, this little car.
It's gonna be weird just not seeing Rolex at all. I mean, F1 as a whole has changed their official timekeeper from Rolex to Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer. Sorry. But,
Don't worry.
yeah, it's, Tag Heuer hasn't been around since the 80s.
Well, they did sponsor Red Bull for a while.
They do sponsor Red Bull, yes. But not as the official timekeeper since the 80s.
Oh no! Oh no! Robert, you may like what you see.
I would like it if this was a race happening at 9 o'clock, but because it's...
The race forecast says... Ooh.
Another wet one. To be fair, it is on Robert. Robert complained about how
No, this is on you for no showing up at 9.
This is on you because you complained that, oh, we didn't have enough wet races. There you go, we've had 2 in a row.
Yeah, wet races is fine and all, but not happening at fucking
I think we had
10.
3 in a row. I thought Canada was also a wet race.
Was it? Don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think it was.
I know
Can
Austria was
we
definitely a wet race.
simulate? Can we hurry up, please?
Calm your fucking tits, Elmo.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
You already do.
I'm not gonna commit arson.
You already
So
do that.
while the couple is having their usual arguments, welcome everybody to the British Grand Prix stream here today. We've got 52 laps ahead of us here. This is a tradition for CL's streams where CL and Robert always goes through the full race instead of the usual, I think, 35%.
Used to be 25.
It used to be 25%, now it's 35%, but now they're going to go through the entire 52 laps of the British Grand Prix, and how fitting it is that it is going to be a red race. So, while these two are doing their practice, let's give a brief update on the current standings after the Austrian Grand Prix. We're currently on round 12 of 24 in this season 1. So we're nearly halfway through, and at this halfway point of the season, we've got CL at 244 points, with Max Verstappen behind him at 195 points in the championship. Those two are separated by only 49 points, and it is very much a two-horse race because behind them we have Robert at 137 points, which is 58 points adrift from Max Verstappen. But Robert will have to look behind him in the championship standings. He has Fernando Alonso 21 points behind him, Lando Norris 29 points behind him, and Charles Leclerc only 31 points behind him. So Robert, one DNF or two DNFs could be the difference between P3 in the championship and P6 in the championship. So you could drop as far down as P6. You know, you could get overtaken by Alonso, Norris, and Leclerc. You know, all four of these drivers separated by just 31 points. That's just a little bit over one full race weekend. So if he isn't careful, you know, he could get overtaken here.
And
just also with...
Sorry, just to update, it is 3 races in a row. It wasn't Canada, it was Spain. And it was towards the end of the race.
So it was Spain towards the end of the race. It started raining. Austrian Grand Prix, obviously, we had the wet qualifying, and we also had the wet race as well. Viewers might also remember a couple of eventful things. Just to give you guys a quick kind of like recap of the last race. So in the Austrian Grand Prix, Robert started P20, I believe, and made a great start up to P7. Then he brake checked what seems to be Pierre Gasly or Valtteri Bottas, unsuccessfully doing so. Actually, I think it was Carlos Sainz. So he brake checked Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz went out of the session. Robert ended up with front wing damage, and because of the game's AI, the game decided to pit him under safety car conditions, which meant that he was at the back of the grid. And in a flurry of emotions, he crashed out towards the end of the race. He wasn't going to be finishing in the points either way. And CL was running away in the lead. Because of the safety car, obviously the gaps all closed up.
And then the red flag.
The field kind of closed altogether. And on the final lap, he went wide, went onto the gravel, and lost the lead to Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen then went on to take the lead and to win the race. Charles Leclerc took second place, and then CL got it back on the last corner, which means that CL finished second, and have Charles Leclerc who finished third. In terms of the championship, though, it is very much just a two-horse race. It is CL Amamaya at 244 points versus Max Verstappen at 195 points. 49 points is the difference between those two. What is going to be different, though, is that the AI level has been increased from 20 all the way up to 50. So we'll see a much more competitive field from here on out until the end of the season. So instead of these two being ahead of everybody else by like 3 or 4 seconds a lap, the field will be so much tighter. The qualifying is going to be so much closer as well, which should bring us more on-track action as well. Just to update everybody on the standings after the Austrian Grand Prix as well. We've got George Russell on P7 with 80 points, Lewis Hamilton with 66, Oscar Piastri hasn't had a great season. You know, he's 50 points behind his own teammate. Lando Norris with 108, Oscar Piastri with 58. Carlos Sainz also has not had a great season. He is currently at 42 points in P10 in the standings. Sergio Perez has 39, Pierre Gasly with 13, Valtteri Bottas with 8. All 8 points scored in the Austrian Grand Prix. He was pointless before that. Alexander Albon with 7, Lance Stroll with 5, Danny Ricciardo with 3, Yuki Tsunoda with 1 point, and there are still 3 scoreless drivers on the grid currently with Nico Hülkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, and Logan Sargent from Williams. In terms of the constructors' standings, we've got Kick Sauber at 252 points and Red Bull at 234 points, just 18 points behind Kick Sauber. Once again, it is only a 2-horse race. It is going to be Sauber versus Red Bull until the end of the season. McLaren is at 166 points, which is 68 points behind Red Bull, so it is very unlikely that they are going to catch up. Then we've got Robert's team, Alpine, at 150 points. Robert, your team is only 16 points behind McLaren, which is a good thing. But you're only 2 points ahead of Ferrari, and you're only 4 points ahead of Mercedes. So, yeah.
Look at the bright side. I'm not Haas.
Always look on the Robert side of life.
So the difference between P3 in the constructors and P7 in the constructors is only 45 points. You've got McLaren, Alpine, Scuderia Ferrari HP, Mercedes AMG Petronas, and Aston Martin.
Just as a wee little technical update, YouTube is not wanting to stream at all, so it's a Twitch exclusive this week.
Nice.
Just thought I'd let you guys know, because I've been trying to sort YouTube out for the last 20 minutes and it's just not happening.
Nice.
Damn.
It's not nice, it's a pain in the arse when this sort of thing doesn't work.
So Alpine and P4 at 150, Scuderia Ferrari HP at 148, and Mercedes AMG at 146. So those 3 teams separated by just 4 points in between them. So it could swing massively this weekend, you know, especially considering the fact that, you know, the Alpine is a much slower car than the Ferrari. And the Mercedes as well, you know. And of course, you know, Robert is very much a one-man show at this point. I mean, Pierre Gasly did score a lot of points last race, but it is currently, well, Robert has 137 and Pierre Gasly only has 13 on the season, whereas, you know, if you look at the Mercedes team, they're quite even. Ferrari, Charles Leclerc has 106 points compared to Carlos Sainz, who only has 42, but, you know, Carlos Sainz is still delivering points, you know. And it's going to be interesting as well between Sauber and Red Bull as well, because once again, Sauber only has 1 driver, which is CL, but Red Bull has about 1.5 drivers, you can say. I mean, Checo Perez, you know, he hasn't had a great season. 39 points compared to Verstappen's 195, which is, you know, a very big gap, but the second seed at Red Bull has been a talking point for the last 4 or 5 years. So don't expect much from the Red Bull team.
Just as a wee FYI. In fact, hang on. Now this is the all-important thing where I have to share my screen so that Venti can actually commentate.
Oh boy.
Right, one-shot quali.
Yep, one-shot quali.
Let's do it. Let's B&Q it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as our lead commentator, predictions.
Mm-hmm. Predictions. CL is going to be near the top once again, but Verstappen's going to be very, very hard to beat. Robert, I expect him to be near the midfield, around P7, P10. But yeah, I don't think CL is and it is going to be a compromise as well because of the setups. I'm not sure if you guys know about like car setups and how much you guys really care about them. But obviously it's going to be a dry qualifying instead of a wet qualifying. So obviously you need more downforce for the wet races, but you know, for dry qualifying you need the straight line speed as well.
Right, I'm making a prediction now that I'm going to qualify P4, and Robert is going to qualify.
I'm gonna get last. I'm getting last.
I'm going to say Robert's going to qualify P17.
Oh, that is generous. I'm getting fucking last.
Right, here we go. It's one shot calling.
Alright, so as we go on board with CL, there's turn 1, turn 2, hard braking, going to turn 3, goes over the curb a little bit, goes wide a little bit, and then turn 4, late braking, missed the apex a little bit, but he gets on the throttle really, really early. And down the Wellington Straight with the DRS, and it is a purple first sector so far. Goes wide a little bit, needs to brake for turn 7, and then up to the Cops corner, where famously in 2021 Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen had their collision, which took Max Verstappen out of the race. CL goes very wide there. And here comes Maggots Beckets, so very important here just to ease the car into the apex, and then CL loses bunch of momentum over there. That will cost him at least 1 or 2 tenths there.
2.2.
Down the hangar straight, DRS wide open, and ease the car into Stowe corner. Out of the exit, hard braking into the Vale chicane. CL maybe runs a little bit deep there, but gets on the power on the exit, and it is a 1:31.977 for CL, and that should be able to put him on pole position.
Pole position, thank you very much.
I called it.
Meanwhile, so here's the grid then for the British Grand Prix. CL in first, followed by Max Verstappen, followed by Lando Norris in third. Lando Norris has a pretty great qualifying, and then comes Charles Leclerc, George Russell, rounding out the top 5 as well. And then we've got Oscar Piastri. Piastri, good qualifying for him. Lewis Hamilton only in 7th place. We've got Sergio Perez in 8th, that will help him. Fernando Alonso in 9th. Good qualifying for him in that Aston Martin. Great points opportunity. Carlos Sainz hasn't had a great qualifying at all. Starts P10. Lance Stroll actually starts 11th, so he will have a great chance at points as well. Then we've got Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, Alex Albon, Pierre Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, Nico Hülkenberg, Valtteri Bottas, Logan Sargent, and Robert starts last. Ooh boy!
I knew that was happening.
Robert, what are your thoughts on a very difficult qualifying?
I got no thoughts. I called it like I see it. I was getting last.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now, predictions for the race.
Not sure what the prediction is for the race.
I'm gonna call. Robert's gonna do Robert Bowling in turn 1. And then hopefully takes out Max Verstappen. I mean, no, we don't want that on anybody.
So here we are then with the weather forecast. As you can see, it's going to be a very wet race to start. We expect the drivers to be on full wet compound tires. Then towards the middle of the race, it should be going into intermediate conditions, but it's not going to really dry up. As you can see, it's only going to be cloudy towards the end. So we expect this race to be having the drivers being on the wet weather tires for the entire race. But you know, interchangeable conditions. It's going to be interesting as well in terms of when the drivers go from wet weather tires to the intermediate tires as well. That kind of, you know, decision making on when or what lap to pit could be the decision to give them the victory, or could lose them the win as well. So very interesting.
Right. So, any fun facts about Silverstone?
Silverstone, it's the home of Formula One, so you know you've got to have your wits about you as well. But welcome everybody to the Formula One British Grand Prix here in 2024. We're actually in 2025 now, but in F1 24 Season 1 of this 2-player career mode, 52 laps ahead of us around this 5.89 kilometer circuit, or for our friends in America, 3.661 miles. The pole lap record here is a 1 minute 24.303 set by Lewis Hamilton in 2020. The race lap record is set by Max Verstappen in 2020. That same race as well, a 1:27.097. Well, we shouldn't expect any lap times close to that today because it is going to be a wet race. Obviously with the track as well, it's got 18 corners, 10 to the right, 8 to the left. It combines, of course, some low-speed corners like the Vale Chicane, mid-speed corners like Brooklyn to Luffield, and high-speed corners like Cops Corner, where famously, once again, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen came out together in 2021. Let's look at the starting grid. Sia Amamaya put on a fantastic performance in qualifying. He is on pole alongside Max Verstappen on the front row, 6 tenths behind. Lando Norris starts third along with Charles Leclerc. George Russell starts 5th along with Oscar Piastri. Lewis Hamilton starts 7th along with Sergio Perez. Then it's Alonso and Sainz. Lance Stroll starts 11th with Yuki Tsunoda in 12th. Daniel Ricciardo starts 13th along with Alex Albon, Pierre Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg and Valtteri Bottas, Logan Sargent, and RDFGamesYT. Meaning Robert rounds out the grid here today. So it is going to be a wet race here today. Of course, we've got 52 laps ahead of us. It is going to be very interesting in terms of strategy, which lap to pit for the intermediate tires. We do expect the weather to ease up a little bit here, but it is going to be quite chaos at the very beginning. It is going to be a good run down into turn 3. Turn 1 is a slight kink to the right, turn 2 is a slight kink to the left. The first real braking zone is going to be in turn 3. Will Max Verstappen have the run up the inside? Max Verstappen is of course on the inside going to turn 3, so a good launch here would be ideal for CL. And as we can see here, the strategy as well. It does say 52 laps to the end of the Grand Prix with 1 stint. However, that is very much unlikely to be a case, given the fact that, you know, the weather kind of eases up, you know, and towards the middle of the race as well. Well, in 2024 real life, Lewis Hamilton won the race from 2nd on the grid. That is his record 9th race victory here at Silverstone. Most wins by any driver in a single circuit. Not to mention, this is his home race. So Lewis Hamilton won the race from Max Verstappen in 2nd. Lando Norris finishes in 3rd after some questionable decisions from McLaren's strategy. Kind of lost him the lead towards the end. George Russell actually ended up on pole position with a 1 minute 25.819, but retired on lap 34 due to a water pressure issue. But none of that really matters here today. We are in this alternate universe where we've got 2 brand new drivers. You know, we've got the up and rising star in Sia Amamaya, who is currently leading the championship with 244 points. And of course, we've got Robert as well, another rising star, currently 3rd in the championship with 137 points, 58 points behind Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is 49 points behind CL Amamaya as well. But 52 laps ahead of us. The championship is still hanging in the balance. We're only halfway through the season as well, so anything could change here in this championship. As we come to the end of this formation lap, CL just looking at his mirrors right now. There he is, Max Verstappen, right beside him on the front row of the grid. It's going to be interesting going to turn 3 as well about who can keep themselves out of trouble as well in this British Grand Prix. Is there a bug?
Well, I'm just setting my vehicle probably.
My character every so often just stares towards Max Verstappen for some reason. There was a bug at the start.
Blankly into the distance.
To be fair, there was a bug right at the start of the formation lap where 5 of the drivers, including Robert, didn't get off the start line, and then it just cut.
Oh my god!
That's lovely.
We really are going to be up until 2 in the morning doing this, aren't we?
No.
So what do you want to do? Do we sit and wait for a bit, or do we leave and come back?
Up to you.
We can sit and wait for you.
I think you should restart.
Yeah.
Fair enough then.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think you should.
Is this
restart.
close the game down restart, or is this just leave and restart?
No. Like leave the lobby and then like rejoin it. Because this thing happened in like in that one race as well, where like one car was like completely out of position or just wasn't there in the first place.
Yeah. Well, hey Robert, at least it wasn't like 3/4 of the way through and we had to restart the entire race. Just think about it like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Xbox Airlines is apparently promoting a new flight.
– Max Verstappen is only 6/10 behind CL actually on that qualifying lap, so well done to him.
I'm just trying to remember. Oh shit. Well, we know I'm 2 seconds quicker than the F122 run. I'm pretty sure.
Mhm. So while we deal with some technical difficulties, it's time to remind people of the starting grid once again. So we've got CL starting on pole position ahead of Max Verstappen. Lando Norris starts 3rd. Leclerc starts 4th. George Russell starts 5th ahead of Piastri, ahead of Hamilton. Perez, Alonso, and Sainz round out the top 10. Stroll in 11th. Tsunoda in 12th. Danny Ricciardo in 13th. Alex Albon in 14th, Pierre Gasly in 15th, so not a great qualifying just for the Alpine team in general. We've got Pierre Gasly in 15th and Robert in 20th. That means that Ferrari, who are starting 4th with Leclerc and 10th in Sainz, and Mercedes have a good chance as well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tight with these two teams as well, because with Mercedes, they're starting P5 and P7. And with Ferrari, they're starting P4 and P10. For Alpine, they're only starting P15 and P20, right at the back of the grid as well.
I'm gonna get a call
for them as well. Meanwhile, Valtteri Bottas is going to start P18, so bad news for CL there, as he is starting from pole, but you know Verstappen is starting 2nd, and Perez is also starting 8th as well. Perez could score some valuable points for them as well. Let's see if Verstappen does win the race and Perez also bags a handful amount of points, then that Constructors' Championship could be getting closer, as we've just mentioned. Only 18 points separate between the two of them in terms of the Constructors. Sauber is currently at 252 points. Red Bull is 234. So it's going to be an interesting one, this one. Meanwhile, for Haas, nothing going really for them. I mean, with Kevin Magnussen starting 16th and Nico Hulkenberg starting 17th, it's going to be really, really hard for them to get any traction going. Still going to be pointless towards the end of the season, I might add. You know, Logan Sargent starts 19th. Not much to say about Logan Sargent really. Tsunoda and Ricardo for RB starting 12th and 13th. Good point scoring opportunity, but it's hard to imagine they'll get points ahead of anybody in the top 10 really. I think bold prediction is that, you know, whoever qualified in the top 10 will be staying in the top 10 no matter which order, which means that, like, I do believe that the top 10 is what the top 10 points finishers are going to be, no matter which order they end up. McLaren could also be challenging for the constructors title as well. Obviously we've got Norris, but Piastri is ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Perez as well. In fact, Piastri is the first repeat driver, you know, in terms of like the second driver. He is the highest qualifying second driver in this Grand Prix. Everybody ahead of him, apart from his own teammate, are from different teams. Obviously, we got George from Mercedes, Charles Leclerc from Ferrari, Verstappen from Red Bull Racing, and CL obviously from Kick Sauber.
Very good.
I must say though, it's very weird how, you know, we see the second drivers, they haven't had a very particularly great season. Obviously, you've got Piastri 50 points behind his teammate. Carlos Sainz, you know, only has 42 points, which is around 64 points behind his teammate. Sergio Perez is getting massively outscored. The only driver pairing that seems to be close in this year's championship seems to be Mercedes, with George Russell at 80 points and Lewis Hamilton at 66 points. Of course, Mercedes didn't have a good race last weekend.
Getting lapped 3 times.
Yeah, so last weekend in Austria, George Russell had an engine failure, and Lewis Hamilton was running 5th. And whether it was a mistake or did he have a collision with some other person, he had to pit, or he actually spun out and, you know, had to rejoin the race from the back. So that meant that Mercedes couldn't score any points that race weekend, which is not lovely for their championship hopes. Not that there were any to begin with. I think coming into the season, it was always going to be who can take the fight to Red Bull, and so far it's been CL Amamaya and Kick Sauber. But Max is on his way back. Max will not be denied that easily.
Max Verstappen.
I am back with a very strong coffee.
Well done.
Robert
I
is
am
back.
joining. Do.
Good
There you go.
luck, matey.
I've got Angry Birds loaded on the menu. Do. Take that, anger management. I didn't need you. All I needed was Angry Birds.
Get that on the fucking t-shirt.
Get that on a t-shirt. Anger management therapy? Psh, Angry Birds. Depression? Nah, Angry Birds.
Very great game, by the way.
Oh, it was easy. It's a good game. Good.
Here we go, it's Peshin again.
So once again then, welcome back to the Formula 1 Qatar Airways British Grand Prix here in 2024. We're not in a universe where Lewis Hamilton goes on to win the race ahead of Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. We're in this universe now where we've got two young drivers in Siama Maya and Robert joining the grid. Obviously we've got the championship leader in Siama Maya, currently 49 points ahead of second in the championship in Max Verstappen. There he is then, starting from pole, 0.6 of a second ahead of Max Verstappen. So with this British Grand Prix then, it is once again held here in Silverstone with a track length of 5.891 kilometers, or for those of you in the US, 3.661 miles.
And there's the 69.
So the pole lap record. So the pole lap record, a 124.303, set in 2020 by Lewis Hamilton. Race lap record set in 2020 in the same race from Max Verstappen. At a 1 minute 27.097. If anybody of you remembers that race, it is the race where Lewis Hamilton crossed the finish line with only 3 tires on his car after he had a last lap puncture, but still managed to bring the car home for the race victory.
You know something?
18 corners on the circuit, 10 to the right, 8 to the left.
Robert, you remember that one race where my tire went pop on the last lap?
Oh, what race was that?
That was Bahrain. Just you were calling it. You were calling it.
I was calling it.
And it actually happened.
Yeah, your tire's gonna pop. Get a new one. Get a new tire. It's gonna pop.
So here we are then with the starting grid. It is. Well, we're going to skip over the drivers from the back. It's Ciel starting from pole position. Verstappen starting on the front row. But Verstappen has that inside line going to turn 3.
Ready. All 5 lights.
We've got 5 lights ahead of the drivers.
Lights out.
It's lights out and away we go. And it is a very good start from Ciel. But Verstappen is coming right back at him. Verstappen is right beside him. Verstappen has the inside line. Ciel goes wide a little bit. Oh my goodness. And Verstappen has collided with Ciel. Ciel tries down. Oh my god, a little bit of a wiggle from the kick Sauber, but he manages to keep the lead. Verstappen is now 1.1 seconds behind him.
Illegal overtake my fucking ass.
Robert is upset at a legal overtake. The game must have been telling him to give the position back, but Verstappen is currently now 1 second away from Ciel. Great start from our championship leader. Lando Norris is running in 3rd, Charles Leclerc in 4th, and George Russell in 5th. So the top 5 basically keep their same position as it is on the starting grid. Coming up now to the Cops corner here in this first lap of 52 laps.
This is completely
goes a little bit wide there,
undrivable.
but he keeps it on the track somehow. Here he goes then to the Maggots Beckets.
I have
Little bit
no
of a break
choice
there.
but to hit on lap 1.
And we can see Robert, I believe, on the back there, struggling for pace right now. He is fallen back from the pack so far.
I no longer care.
And Ciel, now approaching Stowe Corner, is now 2.3 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. Oh, he goes onto the grass a little bit there. Hard braking into the Vale chicane. Can he stop the car in time? Ooh, a little bit of the back stepping out there for that kick Sauber, but he manages to keep it on the racetrack. And that is the first lap complete, a 1 minute 54.137. Let's see if Ciel can keep this pace up. It's a very good pace so far from our championship leader. Meanwhile, Robert has decided to jump into the pits he is going in for a front wing change. I'm assuming must have suffered some damage from the lap 1, which is very typical.
Apparently, my nosedive was illegal. I had to give back 7 positions.
That's not good for Roberts' championship hopes. CL now currently 3.2 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. Lando Norris in third, Charles Leclerc in fourth, George Russell currently in fifth. Then comes the other Mercedes actually of Lewis Hamilton in sixth. So Lewis Hamilton starting seventh has jumped Piastri. And he is currently up to 6th place. Then after Piastri, we've got Sergio Perez along with Fernando Alonso. Or excuse me, Carlos Sainz actually has jumped Fernando Alonso. So Carlos Sainz is currently in 9th, Fernando Alonso in 10th. And here he goes then, down the hangar straight. CL still remaining or maintaining that healthy lead over Max Verstappen, and is actually extending his advantage over the rest of the grid. Hard braking there. Bit of a wiggle, but yeah, he still managed to keep it on the racing line, which is very lovely indeed.
Mark, shut up.
1 minute
Nobody
50.
asked for your opinion. Go make me that fucking
0.697 that last lap.
Whoa!
Oh, a bit of a moment there for CL as he struggles to keep that car under control. Remember, Kick Sauber is the slowest car on the grid right now, but CL is dragging that Kick Sauber to the top of the field. Meanwhile, we see Robert now just going around Stowe Corner.
Well, to be fair, you could really say, you could have said, CL is kicking that Kick Sauber up the ass to lead of the race.
And ignoring that pun, we've got CL going around Luffield.
I worked on that all day. Albon's out!
Alexander Albon
enjoyed
is
the
out
pun.
of the session. And he has stopped on the side of the Wellington Straight, and oh dear, what has happened to Alex Albon, who started in 14th, had a pretty good chance of being in the point scoring here today, and has sadly had to retire from the race. Is that going to be a safety car, a virtual safety car, or even a red flag? The race directors doesn't seem to be doing anything about it, so I do believe that that car can be recovered in just under yellow flags conditions. No safety car in sight, that car is cleared, so we go back to racing once again. Back to the racing action then. CL is currently 5.7 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen in second. Bit of a drift there in the Vale chicane. But here come the standings now, so it's CL ahead of Max Verstappen, ahead of Lando Norris, ahead of Charles Leclerc in fourth, George Russell and Lewis Hamilton in 6th, Oscar Piastri currently in 7th place, Sergio Perez in 8th, Fernando Alonso in 9th, Carlos Sainz in 10th. Oh, and CL goes a little bit wide there again. Lance Stroll is currently in 11th, followed by the Racing Bows of Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo. Then we've got a pretty big gap to Pierre Gasly in the Alpine, followed by Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas actually had a great start, got ahead of the 2 Haas drivers in Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hulkenberg. And then bringing up the rear of that pack was Logan Sargent. So Robert currently around 10-20 seconds adrift from the pack, but he is making some good progress. But a yellow flag there. I wonder what's going on in that yellow flag. It seemed to be in the top corner.
It was not me. I know it could have been me, but honestly, it was not me.
It couldn't have been you. You were fucking miles behind.
We begin to see a gap form. We begin to see a gap form between Verstappen and Norris versus the rest of the field. So Charles Leclerc currently trying to defend himself from the Mercedes pair of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton.
Albon had
Oscar
mechanical
Piastri,
failure.
yeah, so Albon had a mechanical failure, presumably engine related. Max Verstappen still 6 seconds behind him. Lando Norris is 8 seconds behind our race leader in CL. But this race could change, you know, with a safety car, a virtual safety car, or maybe even a red flag. This race could be changing very, very much.
Oh, I really hope that there is a red flag at some point. Nothing.
So the best lap time right now is a 150.697. As I say that, CL is actually set the fastest first sector of the race. Goes a little bit wide, and oh, that's not a good turn. He's going to lose a bit of momentum there. I do believe that. As Robert is running a very lonely race, as you could hear from the broadcast.
All around me, familiar races, worn out tires.
We just have the sound of Jeremy Clarkson going, "Oh no," anyways.
Down the hangar straight we go. No DRS, of course, for this race.
As it's too fucking wet.
Precisely.
Because Robert loves this weather. Or it's just him crying knowing the fact he's probably going to get no promotion at the end of the year.
Calling it CL's crashing this race.
Verstappen now 8 seconds behind its CL, followed by Lando Norris in third place, 11 seconds behind. Charles Leclerc still trying to hold off George Russell in fourth place.
Hello, Balder. Welcome to a very wet Silverstone.
What's really going to come into play, though, is, you know, when do you pit for into tyres, and whether or not you can still keep it on the track. So far, so good.
6 of 52 laps.
Lap 6 of 52. We've got 46 laps remaining after this one.
Robert is just internally swearing.
Maybe.
You are.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Lando Norris is now 2 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc. Verstappen is 3 seconds ahead of Lando Norris, but that doesn't compare to the gap between him and CL right now, because CL is leaving the field behind, as we say.
Now,
Not braking.
Team Captain Robert of Alpine, what do you have to say about yourself on your performance so far?
Oh, and it goes onto the gravel.
What about your performance?
Welcome to CL Airlines. Flight time today is into the gravel.
Goes over the sausage curb and launches himself into the gravel.
Hang on, are we sure I'm not getting a promotion to Red Bull? I think that deserves a promotion to Red Bull. Just proving that Red Bull gives you wins. Ugh.
Oh,
I just have no grip.
Yeah, Cox Corner. Good exit. Oh, never mind. Good entry, not a great exit.
No, it's deliberate. Trying to keep the tires. I think my tires are starting to overheat a little bit. Right. There we are.
Nope, tires are fine.
The lap goes by.
Oh. We're beginning to see a gap form between the top 6 drivers versus the rest of the field. Obviously, the top 5 hasn't changed. It's still CL from Verstappen, from Norris, from Leclerc, from Russell, from Hamilton. But those 6 drivers have left the field behind, pretty much. Oscar Piastri is a further 3 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton. And there comes the train of Oscar Piastri, followed by Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll, and behind Lance Stroll are the 2 Racing Bulls. So, the 2 Racing Bulls still in P12, P13. Pierre Gasly is nowhere in his Alpine. And actually, the 2 Haas drivers, Nico Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen, have gone back ahead of Valtteri Bottas. So not a good race from Bottas.
Right. Baldo says all that water was brought to you by Robert's tears from being last again.
And trust me, it's better than Bathwall.
Baffled. Didn't know you were selling baffled now. Didn't know.
Nah, I'm selling teals. I'm selling my teals. Believe me, I got like a bathtub full of teals because of this bullshit. How am I still at last, man?
Robert, guess what?
What?
Get good.
I hope you crash. I hope you kick your big toe off a table.
And just as we say that, CL goes over the sausage curve and sets a new fastest lap.
Oh, look at me! I can drive fast! Fast I drive!
That's the person who's probably going to get lapped in the next 10 laps.
Fuck you. I'm not salty at all.
Okay, now we go to the Skypad with Venti. Venti, is what I'm saying correct?
Well, we've got you've got a point there. I mean, with can you catch them within 10 laps? Probably not, if I'm completely honest. I mean, you guys are on polar opposites of the track right now. One thing I'd like to add though is Logan Sargent's pace. Logan Sargent is currently around like 4 seconds behind everybody else, and he's behind an Alpine, behind 2 Haas drivers who hasn't scored a point all season, and he's behind Bottas by 4 seconds. So, not a great race there by Logan Sargent by any standards. What seems to be a really interesting battle at the current moment is going to be the battle between Charles Leclerc, George Russell, and Lewis Hamilton in 4th, 5th, or 6th, which has Constructors' Champions complications as well. You know, obviously with Alpine, they're going to lose 4th in the Constructors after this race. That is a given that Gasly is currently running in 15th and Robert is currently running last. So it's really going to be about Ferrari versus Mercedes at this point. You know, with Ferrari running 4th and 9th, and excuse me, 4th and 10th at the current moment, but Mercedes is going to bag a handful amount of points in 5th and 6th. So the Constructors' Championship, it's heating up, guys. And also don't count out McLaren as well. McLaren is running in 3rd and 7th as well, so they're gonna have a pretty good haul of points as well.
pit's definitely looking better than it was a few minutes ago. If we could just move a bit more of that standing water, we might be able to go on to the intermediates.
Well, race engineer Mark reckons intermediates soon.
As we see our first pit stop
You want to know what
by somebody other than Roberts. That looks to be. That might be Kevin Magnussen going to the pits. And it might be going on to the yeah, so it's Hulkenberg going to the pits, and it might be going on to the intermediate tires.
He is. He's on green now.
So Nico Hulkenberg, ladies and gentlemen, is going for a gamble here. All the teams right now are looking at the timing boards right now, just to see his sector times, just to make sure, you know, if it is indeed the crossover to go into the intermediate tires now.
I like 12 seconds.
See how it goes very, very wide. See how decides not to pit.
Tires still same time, so I'm gonna say no, not that. Just a bit warmer than I'll probably consider.
Oh, hang on, Ted. We've got Max Verstappen going into the pits. Lando Norris has decided to stay out. Charles Leclerc decides to stay out.
What? Max Verstappen at 147? Fuck off! How the hell did Max Verstappen
We've got Oscar Piastri coming into the pits as well. So Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri have decided to gamble on the intermediate tires. So Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and George Russell go through. Fernando Alonso goes through. Where does Max Verstappen exit? He exits. Oh, this is going to be tight between him and the RBs. Max Verstappen stays ahead of the RBs.
Guess what I've just had pop up on the screen?
Controller batteries are low.
Yeah. So there may be a pit stop within a pit stop needed.
Ooh.
I mean, you can always just pause and let the robot drive for you and then go get
Where's
batteries.
the fun in that, Robert?
I'm sorry, was this meant to be fun?
Yes. Yes, you fucking fan.
I'm sorry! That was the best response I could give.
So
Forgive me, I'm just a salty
pit.
bitch, man. I'm just a salty little bitch.
There we go,
Little
still the
wiggle.
fastest lap.
Race so far.
Ah, man.
146.7 now is the fastest lap.
Ah, man, I feel like I'm so close to the cunts ahead of me, but I'm so far. 10 seconds behind Bottas. Oh, bullshit. I'm gonna cry.
Do you know what's worse?
What?
Someone's in hot pursuit.
What's that mean?
Getting closer.
Back
You aren't
ass,
catching
you
him in 10
spooky
laps,
bitch.
though.
Okay, it's borderline, mate, but if I were you, I'd come in and change tyres. I'm just not sure we're on the right ones for these conditions anymore.
Mark says pit. I'm going to...
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well.
Rain fucking off in 10 minutes. Is that Robert coming into the pits again?
Yeah, my I may or may not have fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
accidentally
no!
go into the pits.
No!
There's a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
I forgot I changed it! I can't that! I forgot I changed it!
Oh well.
And I'm not even gonna get to serve
Oh, that's
it!
amazing.
Fuck's
That's
sake!
amazing. I may have accidentally driven to the pits, but at least I didn't get penalised.
God.
Yeah, because you oh shit! I nearly forgot to disengage pit limiter.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot I changed it. Venti, why didn't you remind me I did that?
It's not their job, they're the commentator.
You don't rely on
Wait a
crafty.
minute.
Lewis Hamilton doesn't
Wait
rely
a-
on crafty.
hang on.
Don't worry,
yeah.
Venti, I
Hold
got
on a
you. I
minute.
got you.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Did you guys notice something?
What?
What now?
Look on the timing page. Well, Robert, you can't.
No.
Fernando Alonso in 5th.
No. Look at the tire.
Look at the tire. You're in wets, yeah?
What did I come into pit for?
I don't know.
Intermediates.
Well, it sounds
I
like
just
it's
realised the
still
2 times I was in the pits, right? I never switched my tiles. is that a bad thing? Am I gonna get fucked in the air again? Like that one race?
Negative.
Not really. You didn't get fucked over. I told you to go on the wet tires and you...
No, I mean one of the races when we did the mega race, I went into the pits like they asked me to. They never changed my tiles, and then I got disqualified from the race because of it. They
Oh,
never changed
come
my
on!
tiles.
They didn't even pop up giving me the option of pressing the Y button this time. What the fuck? The hell is this bullshit? So I've now got a 20-second time penalty.
Oh no.
Will it let me serve the entire 20-second time penalty? Probably not.
Oh no. No, it just served a 10-second.
Go. Perfect job
Oh
of
my
returning there, mate.
god, I'm
Looks like
getting
a
royally
nice stop
fucked
time
in the
there.
arse
Give that
today.
So Verstappen's gone out ahead on intermediate tires. Same thing with Alonso. Alonso's currently ahead of Verstappen on the track, but Verstappen has the intermediate tires.
Oh, well, guess who needs to pit again?
You.
Yeah, Mr. Robert needs to pit again.
Yeah.
So Lando Norris. So as things stand, Lando Norris is in the lead, ahead of Charles Leclerc, ahead of George Russell, who hasn't pitted yet, ahead of Fernando Alonso, who hasn't pitted yet, but Max Verstappen is right behind him.
Mark, shut up, you're not helping. Oh crap, I'm gone.
TL, after that 20-second time penalty, served 10 seconds of it, and is currently out in 6th position. But he still has a chance to win the race. He just needs to keep it together.
Probably got no chance now.
Lewis Hamilton in 7th, along, and Sergio Perez right behind him. Sergio Perez has actually gone ahead of Oscar Piastri.
Is this gonna wreck my 100% win rate?
I don't think you have a 100% win rate. I'm pretty sure you
No,
lost.
clearly not. You lost the last race anyway.
No, 100% win rate on this track.
Oh.
No, you didn't get 100%. You've DNF'd in this track once, and I
No,
got
I
first place with
haven't.
it by accident.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I remember
So
it
Robert
clear
comes
as day.
to
I
pit
can
once
log.
again.
I can log onto the PS4 version and take a look.
George Russell
Because
and
I got first place in this track when you accidentally DNF'd.
George Russell and
You've
Fernando
never had a
Alonso
win
coming
on
into the
this
pits.
track.
I have had a win in
we've
this
had
track. I
plenty
have the
podium.
trophy for it. I have the trophy.
No tyre concerns at the moment.
Charles
Just
Leclerc
focus
stays
on
out.
driving.
Lando
I
Norris
have bet
stays out.
you on the UK map before.
Oh, and there's a yellow flag up ahead. Who is that?
Me.
27.3 seconds.
Dana!
That is Robert.
Dana! Da, 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 da.
Your lucky ghost is on. You big pussy.
He was about to brake check you. A lap down.
And And also, just as an FYI, it's the game that put it on, not
Sure.
because you were driving insanely slowly.
Sure, yeah. That's the reason you're Ghost. That's the reason you're still Ghost right now. Yeah. Yeah. Bullshit, CL.
Alright
So
then,
CL
Smartass,
is,
explain why the pit
Go on,
limiter
slow
on
down
his...
then. Slow down then. Let's see if that's facts. Go on. Slow down a little bit.
I've got a race to win, right?
Yeah, pussy.
Well,
so
okay
CL
then,
is now 8
explain
seconds
why.
behind Max Verstappen.
Pussy.
Okay then, Captain Dipshit. Explain why.
Jerry from Tom and Jerry has
Line
bigger
that gap
balls.
ahead, please.
Explain why
3 seconds.
pit limiter I have to engage and disengage while you don't have to.
I don't know what those words mean.
That's not a good sign.
I.e. the result.
CL making some progress though.
I couldn't fucking turn.
That's what she said.
So Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc pits for the intermediate tires, which means that Max Verstappen takes over the lead. This is going to be tied between Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton. Where's Lewis Hamilton going to come out? Lewis Hamilton comes out behind Lando Norris, as Lewis Hamilton is now trying to lap Robert. So Lando Norris comes out in 3rd position, Lewis Hamilton is in 4th, Sergio Perez in 5th. CL is still trying to chase down Max Verstappen, who currently has a 5-second lead over CL. But remember, CL also has that 10-second time penalty to be added to the end of his race. And as we can see, the conditions are clearing up, so it wouldn't be long before we go onto the slick tires. So it could be a dry race towards the end. But it's going to be interesting, you know, when people decide to go back onto the slick tires.
All this happening in just 16 laps of the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Though...
Oh. Oh. Goes over the salted curb.
But be aware, these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
And Mark still giving out incorrect information, as it is almost certain that this race will go to dry tires.
i.e. contradicted himself.
So the current positions update: Max Verstappen in 1st place, CL Amamaya in 2nd, Lando Norris in 3rd place, ahead of Lewis Hamilton in 4th, Sergio Perez in 5th, and then comes the other McLaren in Oscar Piastri. We've got we've got George Russell, and then we've got Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc, along with Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll. So those are the points paying positions.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
The classic bad sensor.
So CL is currently catching Max Verstappen.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
Shut up, Mark. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
CL sets another fastest lap of the race.
I have lost this shit. There ain't no comeback. The underdog has been put down.
No, the underdog at the current moment is me.
You ain't no underdog.
You are
Everyone
not the
expects you to
underdog.
win.
Even the
When we
commentator
race-
doesn't agree with you.
When we race in Formula 1, I'm always the underdog.
Even the commentator doesn't agree with you, CL. So
Well, in terms of
I don't think
me
you have an
versus
argument
Max
against
Verstappen.
you are not. the
But as a
underdog here.
whole, though, like as a whole,
As a whole,
I'm
no.
the underdog.
But between me and Max Verstappen,
Dude, you are not the underdog here.
You're the executioner to the underdog. You've put me down. I had a lot going for me, you know.
insert clip. Well, actually, somebody please clip that because
You could get at least over an hour footage of me either failing, crashing, or swearing to the top of my lungs in this game.
and then playing Angry Birds.
Like, you'd get 10 minutes video footage of me
Oh,
switching to everybody.
Oh,
Oh,
I was
they-
not
they
expecting
touched,
Verstappen to
and
brake
they've
so
collided.
slow.
Oh no!
Max Verstappen and Siata Maya. What damage does Siata have on his car?
I kind of want to just crash my vehicle and just spectate CL. God, you're having more fun than I am. I'm stuck in the.
I'm
I'm
not.
stuck right here. You're in the action.
Oh, Verstappen. Oh, still trying to go around the outside, but nothing going there.
You are fucked.
Verstappen trying to pull away again.
Careful, he's trying
Does-
to give you a reason to
Does
make
CL
sure that he
have
has no
front
speeding
wing
ticket.
damage? That's the question that we need to answer. Does he have any kind of damage on his front wing?
Negative.
Around left field we go.
Just talent.
Yeah, it could be.
Pierre Gasly's now out.
Gasly's out of the session.
Robert's been
Hey,
out.
I might not get last after all. I mean, 18th's not that bad.
Tries a move. Nothing doing there. But oh, here comes the dive bomb. And he gets the move done. Does he keep it on the track? Yes, he does.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
Yep, and CO is back into the lead of the British Grand Prix, at least on the track
At the moment.
at the moment. So now he needs to pull ahead.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Oh, and Max coming back at him, looks like 4 tenths behind him.
Oh, it goes wide. Well, a bit deep there.
Yep, CO pulls away momentarily.
I suspect there's going to be at least one more stop. No, I might get to serve that other 10
Okay,
seconds.
no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it.
Mark, stop saying useless shit, otherwise I'm going to turn you off. And take away your radio privileges.
Just keep in mind now that you're in the wake of the car ahead.
Shut up. I don't care.
Oh my goodness. Blatantly cut that corner there with no track limits.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Sounds like Robert's having a dance with the car.
Robert is currently holding up a flurry of trains behind him.
You know, I just realised, like now, I just realised.
What?
I completely forgot my teammate was Gaslit.
Yep, which is out of this session.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew he was useless. Bastard.
And tensions at Alpine continue to rise as Fabio Briatore decides to fire Robert for his comments.
If he fires me, I'm going to his house and I'm stealing his Wednesdaydale cheese.
What's with your obsession with Wensleydale cheese, I swear to fuck.
I don't know. I've been on a
Verstappen in the pits.
kick for ages now.
Verstappen is in the pits.
Fastest lap of the race.
Is Lando Norris going to come into the pits as well? Lando Norris is coming into the pits. What does Lewis Hamilton do? Lewis Hamilton also coming into the pits. Is this the moment that they all go to the dry compound tyres?
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end
So
of this
Verstappen. So Verstappen is going for the hard compound tyres.
Copy that.
Lando
Mark,
Norris
next
as well.
army box. Okay, mate. Tyres are wearing at quite a rate here, mate. Please try and look after them.
Yep, everybody's coming into the pits. So this seems to be the crossover time. Let's see if CL can hang this out and keep the lead after this this round of pit stops as well. There's confusion going on to the pits. Lewis Hamilton has lost 4th place because he has had to wait for his teammate as well and wait for the other cars as well. He has lost 4th place. Charles Leclerc goes back into 4th place ahead of Oscar Piastri. What has happened to Mercedes in the pit stops?
Okay, CL, box, 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 box. Don't forget the pit limit.
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus.
Oh, come on! Oh my fucking... Ah!
Oh!
I activated it and it said no.
Wow.
I'm turning that fucking shit back off. It's pissing me off.
What has happened to CL's race as he sits in his car just dejected?
Okay, off we go. Back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Okay, out that crypto.
So CL, even with that 10-second penalty, keeps ahead of Lando Norris.
Correction, no.
Yes, well, on the track.
This is gonna be a long evening.
Imagine you saying that. If you're saying that, imagine how Robert's feeling.
Robert's just thinking about Angry Birds. That's
Funny enough, I've been I let the robot drive for me for a little bit. I've been playing Angry Birds. I'm in last place. I mean, and there's no possible way of catching up. at all.
VSC, safety car, red flag.
Is that gonna happen anytime soon? Don't think so.
Unless you cause it.
And I can't cause it, unfortunately. I've tried. I tried to take it Ricardo there.
What did Ricardo do to you?
Nothing, he was just there.
Wrong place, wrong time. Sucks to be you.
So I've
Can you imagine if, like, the real life...
I just hit pause.
Can you imagine if, like, all the real life F1 drivers are just, like, prime past Maldonado, and they just go like, well, sucks to be you, I'm just gonna shove it into you.
Yeah, that's funny. Of course, if Max Verstappen randomly sees this clip, why are you watching this? Go get yourself another speeding ticket, my friend.
You will never let that go, will you, Robert?
I won't, it's fucking funny.
I don't think Max Verstappen would bother watching, you know.
He's got better things to do in his life. Like getting another speeding ticket.
Like, maybe, Hans Fur...
Don't worry, a pun will come.
I mean, maybe Franz Hermann would watch this.
There we go!
Not Max Verstappen, then. Question is though, can you go to the end of the race with these sets of hard compound tires is the question.
Is the answer.
Yep.
I've done it before.
Armchair final lap.
Robert knows I can go quite long on the hard tires. Ain't that right, Robert?
I hate the sheer fact you did that.
What?
You know what? You know exactly what you did that one race on that one set of tyres.
Ironically, it was on this track.
I know.
43 laps.
Pissed me off.
What's wrong with a bit of, well... being the tire whisperer? It's like the dog whisperer for tires.
Okay.
Just randomly just takes George Russell's nickname away from him.
Nice. Too busy with dealing with Vogue magazine.
Do you know what's really interesting about this CO?
Go on.
Max is pulling away from you.
I know.
Yeah, so you better lock in.
That was the
That's
fastest
better.
lap of the race. Keep this up. Well
You
done.
want to say that again?
Max is pulling away from you.
No, he isn't. If I don't do dumb shit like that.
Okay, mate. I know you've had a couple of scrappy laps, but let's focus now on getting your head down and keeping the next few clean.
Avoid leaving the circuit for 5 laps. No, that's impossible for you, isn't it?
Probable, not impossible. Maybe Mark's gotten on to what I've been doing in turn 1. how can I leave the circuit? The circuit, well, there's barriers.
Not even going to try and answer that.
Yeah, because my logic's correct.
Roll.
Oh no you don't, Maxi boy. Oh no you don't. It's my fastest lap. Now this has just turned into me Max squabbling over the fastest lap point.
Pretty much, yeah. Positions update. You've got Norris in third, Leclerc in fourth, Piastri in fifth, Alonso in sixth, Hamilton in seventh, Perez in eighth, Carlos Sainz in ninth, and George Russell in 10th. And those are the points positions. Lance Stroll in 11th, and then obviously we've got Yuki Tsunoda in 12th, followed by Kevin Magnussen.
I just point this out. My room is absolutely roasting. There's nothing I can do about it till the end of the race.
Well, you can do something about it after your controller's batteries run out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I didn't change it to that. I was too getting annoyed about pit limiter not working.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Now, Robert, how are you getting on with Angry Birds?
Good. Real good.
Are y'all winning?
Yeah. I don't even know what lap we're on.
28, though you're 27.
Ah, I see.
Probably should completely give it up.
Pretty much.
I wonder what Max is feeling right now.
Nothing much, if I'm honest.
Insert Max Verstappen impersonation here. Oh, you cheeky bastard.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Let's see what chat is saying. Oh, well, chat hasn't had
Absolutely nothing.
anybody here since 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's getting lonely up in here.
I did promote on the Instagram story.
Well, the good news is you've cleared Lando Norris in terms of that 10-second penalty.
For now.
Yep. Leclerc and Piastri are battling, which is good to see, even though we can't really actually see the race action.
No. Oh, fuck, it failed.
Listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up.
Ah,
And let's
so
focus on the rest of
close.
this race.
be fair, there was a couple of dicey moments. Oh, I see Verstappen now. Come on. Oh, I keep clipping that fucking corner. One of these days, that corner is really gonna bite me in the arse. Oh,
Whoa.
feck.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Shut up, Mark. Go make me that fucking ham and cheese sandwich. Thank you.
Damn.
What?
Mark's not a slave.
Exactly, he's a bitch, so he should be in that kitchen. There's a goddamn sandwich, Mark.
Oh.
That's just been a running gag.
Since we started playing Formula, it's
Yeah.
just been shut up, Mark. Get in that kitchen and make me a sandwich.
I mean, that gag is probably one of the best things we've done in these sort of streams, apart from that one time where we decided to just wet weather race, no rules. No, that was funny as fuck.
No damages, so we just kept demolition derbying it the entire time.
Oh, I think these tires are cooked. And it's only 8 laps, but the tires already feel like they're cooked. Verstappen is getting ahead. Come on, let's do it. Let's go. Come on. Lando's back up my arse again. Purple first, I'm happy with that. Try and tidy up that line a little bit. Now the MotoGP start grid.
Good job. That was the
1:35
fastest lap of the race so far.
Nice.
Lap times are coming down.
I'm like 1 minute 15 behind 17th. I put Angry Birds away because my phone wasn't charged.
This is the closest I've been for a little while. Oh no. Verstappen's about to get DRS
Damn.
because of a slow fat ass.
Hey, you can't be blaming me. I'm in last place.
I am blaming you because it is you!
How's it me? I'm in last. I'm nowhere near you.
We are near you!
No, you're not.
We're about to lap you again.
Yeah, well, this is a you problem, isn't it? I'm minding my own goddamn business, driving peacefully, and you're coming at me with all this attitude.
Alright, Kimmy, calm your tits. Go to your fucking yacht.
Announcer, tell them off. They're bullying.
No, I think the commentators and
Get them tilt, Fente. Get them tilt.
Oh, here we go.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
135
Mark just keeps saying, manage your tires.
Me.
Yeah.
Fully sending it. Oh, look at this again. If it isn't Verstappen's fat ass.
You like that fast. Keep mentioning it a lot.
Not my type.
You say that, but you're talking though, ass a lot. Like a lot.
It's not what your mum said last night.
Hey, yo, don't be bringing my mom into it, man.
Come on! I lasted an hour and 45 minutes. We all lasted an hour and 45 minutes without your mum being involved.
Yeah, well, that doesn't fucking mean you can keep going with the jokes. I'm going to get a cease and desist. Oh, fuck it up.
I'm in the arrest range. Nice slipstream Verstappen. 4 attempts to Verstappen. 2 attempts to Verstappen. Ooh, going for a move! Going for a move! Gets a stop! Well done, me! Will it stick?
Good job. Nice overtake.
I want to get the DRS too!
Nice.
Haha.
Time to get to flock away. Oh, it's Logie Sargent. Sorry, Robert, I take back what I said earlier. Logie Sargent.
Yes, I told you it wasn't me.
I said I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'm glad you realized. Hey.
Oh.
Oh, another load of DRS. Yes, please. I think I've started. Maybe pull away a little bit. Keyword maybe. Bang.
Great work. That's the new
134.3.
fastest lap of the race.
Lap 35 of 52. I will need to battery change soon. But it might just last me the full distance. Keyword might. As the commentator has gone very quiet.
Eating that Wednesday Dale cheese.
That's right, you might as well marry a fucking block of Wensleydale cheese.
I will go to the Asda and get one right now.
It's midnight.
Not even Wednesday Dale.
It's 12 o'clock. You're not getting it. Oh, the fucking curb. Oh.
It's a different curve this time. I need to find another 7 seconds. Alright, go. my way, but not happening at the minute. Oh, I'm getting really annoyed. Ugh. Did not sign up for that ASMR, Holly. Crap, I'm losing time again.
Skill issue.
Shut up.
Okay.
Can't tell the commentator to shut up, then it's gonna be silences! Can't you hear them? Can't you hear the goddamn fucking crickets?
Very funny, Robert.
Ah,
You were just waiting for a moment
I'm
to do
very
that.
funny. I was waiting for this moment, yeah. I just was waiting for a moment for you to tell the commentator the show.
You can tell he's visibly annoyed. You can tell Sio's like visibly annoyed now because he's tryharding now.
I'm not tryharding.
Yes, you are. Look at it.
Will you better say I'm tryharding? See how I'm in last place? What you mean?
In most video games, you fucking try hard.
It depends on the game.
There's no depending on the fucking game.
Yeah, depending on the game. I'll admit I have been a bit of a tryhardy little bitch. I am not ashamed.
Though you still can't play golf in VR.
Of course I can. That shit's mental to play. I can't post that golf footage because that one thing that was said in the video. That roast against Cypher.
Well, my one.
No, the one I said to them.
Oh, that one.
they made it one tiny comment. I took it personally for some reason. It was like a joke about me having a ginger beard, and I fucking went all out.
You know what you should do? Is you should just have like a cut that bit out and say have a like a technical difficulty screen.
I might.
And say, well, that would be funny as well.
Because basically what happened for is we had this spinning wheel. The person in last place had to spin the wheel of punishment, and one of the ones was roast. And I said something that was basically a personal attack. It was not meant.
That was
but
funny
it
as fuck.
happened. I mean, Safer got a good laugh out of it afterwards.
Then there's me, who just had a good time overall.
You pissed us off because you never once spanned the wheel. You was too
Right
good.
until the very end.
Yeah, and then what happened? You got like the most easiest one in the wheel. Change your avatar skin. The amount of roasts I've had hit me. I'm still 2-0 in the boxing game cycle.
Oh, I'm back. My teammate.
No, we've only done 37 laps. Jesus Christ. Come on.
Robert, just embrace your inner Arnold.
Come on. Come on.
It's like Arnold playing tennis with himself.
Come on. Hit harder.
Calm down, Arnold. Sound like
Having a good time.
Why does he sound like he's going through like a stage in his life? Like fucking hell.
Midlife crisis. Bring me my steroids.
Crazy.
Drugs he takes.
Well, we're switching to Yoda now, apparently.
Fuck. I still need to edit the video where I was harassing my hero role players in video chat as Cookie Monster.
And you know, there's another video you need to edit.
Yeah, I'm still editing your list. I had to redo it because I wasn't happy with it.
Fair enough.
I get like that sometimes with videos where once I've edited it, I'm just not happy with how I've done it. I've made like this week alone, only one video got posted, but I made like 5 videos in total, and I just did not like any of them.
Oh, look who I see in front of Nico Hulkenberg. It's AI Robert.
Hello. That wasn't AI, the robot wasn't driving for me for a few more seconds as I looked at my angry buds.
What are those lines by that AI?
Woo! You're lucky you're in ghost mode. Oh, I'd fucking ram you off the track.
You could have done it to Verstappen.
You bitch.
Because if you did it to Verstappen, it would have helped you out a little bit.
Oh, I have a 3-second penalty. Like that's going to do anything.
Why do you have this?
Should I just test the maximum amount this game has for penalties?
Go on. No, you won't.
Nah, fuck it, we're doing it. I'm in last place anyway.
Though it will affect your driver rating, just wanting you know.
Ah, whatever.
Oh, there's Robert.
I'm at 23 seconds.
Ciao tutti.
What the hell?
Robert just doing an impersonation of a F1 multiplayer.
I'm at 36 seconds penalty.
Robert has been disqualified from his end.
I mean, that's what we're hoping for.
You know, if you do that, you'd finish last.
I don't care.
As in 20th.
He's fully lost it.
I've lost all hope.
All you feel is despair now, huh?
I think he cares enough.
No, it's turned into a fucking Formula 1 Danganronpa.
This is where I wish I was smoking again in my life.
Remember you've been bad.
What?
This makes me want to smoke again.
What?
When life looks fucked, smoke.
No.
Brought to you by Squarespace.
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 Not a sponsor.
Squarespace sponsoring fucking. I don't know. I could understand if you said like Marlboro or.
Oh fuck.
Robert should have just said sponsored by Iron Brew. But then Robert's still pissed at Iron Brew.
I'm not pissed at it though, but it's just I wish they'd talk to me again.
Sounds like
I had them in my TMs.
what? They actually spoke to you?
Yeah, they had me on Twitter at one point, and then I ended up messaging in TMs and shit, and then just went quiet since. One of my random apps as well was telling me saying, "Yo, how many followers for sponsorship?" And they actually responded to it. Oh. But I never heard from them since.
10 laps to go.
I've had a lot of random stuff like that. Like for example, I had a mini mint on my YouTube comment section at one point, which was pretty neat.
No, just yeah, one of the sidemen.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I had them in my comic section at one point, which was pretty sick. It's because one of the videos I did. Like this was like years ago.
He said why? Why would
just years ago? It was like when I was in the hype of the whole Dead by Daylight thing. I was obsessed with it. He made a song with his friend Randolph and girlfriend, who's wife now. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure.
And he commented on it, which is pretty sick. I've had a lot of random things like that. Like for example, the server creators CubeCraft were in my comment section at one point as well.
I swear everybody's been in your fucking comment section.
Yeah. I would probably laugh if I end up getting like another VR content creator on the comment section. It's actually would be kind of mental.
Or it would be funny if Max Verstappen.
He sends me a cease and desist because I keep taking the piss out of his fucking speeding ticket.
Then, oh, just imagine if the guys at Red Bull.
Should I go on Twitter and at him with a photograph of a speeding ticket?
I don't think he'd really respond, really.
I don't think he'd respond. Probably not.
Let's try and close up the difference between them.
Oh. I will say one thing that would probably like be epic. If I end up like obviously I get a bit bigger on the whole VR scene. If I randomly collab with Drumsy, that shit would be hilarious. Just harassing people's Cookie Monster everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Some people, I am shocked that some people don't know who fucking Biscuit Monster is. Cookie Monster's British cousin. Uncultured swines. You two know who Biscuit Monster is, right? You've seen that episode, right? Your silence tells me everything, you uncultured bastards.
I never watched Sesame Street.
How dare you? I felt personally attacked from that. I feel the same way when Cypher Tolerant and Sentinels, they never played the Crash Bandicoot game.
I'm sorry.
By the way, they've now
sorry.
officially played Crash Bandicoots, so we can't take the piss out of them now.
Oh, I'm sorry the fact that I grew up watching Rugrats.
So did I, but at least I saw fucking Sesame Street.
But I had a fixation of Rugrats when I was younger.
Ba-ba, do 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 do. I fucking love Courage the Cowardly Dog, that shit was awesome.
surprised Cypher's not shown up yet, trying to abuse the soundboard again.
I don't even know if they knew you were alive. As I think I've forgotten to send links out.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't this time, just couldn't be honest.
Ah. Guess what I saw, by the way, and I'm hoping it stays at price until my next payday. Phasmophobia is on sale on the PS5.
I thought you were about to say a PlayStation 5 disc drive for 70 quid.
Nah, I'd probably just stick to the digital version.
Well, I actually got the disc drive.
Yeah. If I want to get disc games, I would just buy Xbox games. I was so happy when I found out my Left 4 Dead 2 game works still. Such nostalgia zombie game that.
Now, we're getting to the business end of the race.
I'm not gonna lie, I stopped paying attention about like 10 laps ago.
Well, the latest update is I've now got a 16-second gap to Verstappen.
Oh, nice.
Lap 44 I'm on.
Well, but it's 2 laps down. Have you actually stopped trying to get the penalty things?
Yeah.
Had enough.
I was still lazy.
See,
Is it just me or does this map feel longer? I don't know why, but it feels longer than the previous game.
It's probably because we had that, you know, the rain to start off with, which made us about 20 seconds slower.
Oh shit, stop raining.
Yeah, it stopped
Just
raining about
realised
25 fucking laps ago.
In my defense, Angry Birds.
My defense.
God.
Where's your usual saying, Robert Lee? Oh, in my defense, I have no defense.
Well, I actually have a defense. Angry Birds.
Well, the good news is it's only 6 laps to go to the end of the race. What has been a tale of 2 halves, really, I would say. Well, 3 halves. Well, 3/3, I would say.
I agree.
Only because I've now managed to get that 10-second gap I needed, and a little bit. Oh, fastest lap. Hello. I am ignoring the average lap time. Because the average lap wants me to go 6 seconds slower. Oh, fuck. A lot. Piastri and Leclerc are having a little squabble. Just gotta keep my concentration for the last 5 laps. Piastri and Norris still within 4/10 of each other. Norse in basically no man's land. Sounds like Robert.
Hmm?
You're in no man's land.
Pretty much, yeah.
So is Norse. We're almost there. The last couple of tours now. Gap is over 20 seconds before time penalty. Big green machine of the number 13 has had his fair share of troubles. Struggling with the pit stop 3 times. Very comfortable. Hands are sweaty. Oh, going onto the fucking sausage curb again. Demonstrating the Red Bull. Demonstrating to Christian Horner why I should be promoted to Red Bull. Three laps to go. See a chopper. I can still see the chopper.
No. No. Get to the chopper.
Has Robert noticed the chopper?
No. Come on. Get to the chopper. No. I can't do it. My voice hurts too much. I'm glad we're never doing the fucking 52 laps again. Because I refuse.
Well, to be fair, if the game originally said what we were going to do, you wouldn't have liked it.
I mean, it would have been fine if we did it at 9. I probably won't be as where I am.
Well, it was actually meant to be 8:30.
Oh.
But then, obviously the Ethernet cable decided to go kaput. So the spare one had to go in.
Next time, turn your dad's TV off. just fucking hit the button. You enjoying Clocks Farms? Beep.
Well, he actually had the control in his hand, to be fair.
All TVs have a plug.
Well, this guy glasses. You can't be arsed with that. Honestly, the Ethernet cable, the old one, is basically like, you know, the cheese strings. That's how bad the wires were exposed.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Oh, thank fuck. Guess what? We're on the final lap.
It's like fuck.
The Stroll's about to get lapped. Let me see. What's on the tire wear? Left tire, left front. 31%. Everything else is around 15-20%. Ciao. Oh, Sonora's trying to dash away. Not happening, Paul. That's right. Slow down so I can pass. Sayonara.
That's racist.
What? How?
Because I pronounced it really badly wrong.
Is that not how it's pronounced?
Nice one.
Well, yes, but he's just pronouncing it like any foreigner would, basically.
I mean, at least I didn't say it. I'm dyslexic, so I'd probably butcher it worse. I can't even read the one.
Just as well, this stream was a Twitch exclusive.
Nah, get wrecked, YouTube. You don't deserve the content, YouTube. Unworthy. Should I just, like, fill pelt into a wall?
Now we just wait for Sergeant and Robert to finish.
It's not going to make me do the entire 52, right? It's just going to make me do this one lap and then.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Or if the time runs out.
If it doesn't, see if it doesn't end after lap 52, I'm slumming into a wall. Ah, there we go. Freedom!
And another British Grand Prix win. Thank you very much.
Damn.
Let's see what
God.
temperature my room got up to. 26.5 degrees.
That's not bad.
It's fucking roasting.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the...
Now,
Sauber.
the official race classification. After a very messy British Grand Prix, it's apparently raining again. I win with a time of 89 minutes, 0.5.
Felt like 3 hours, to be honest.
Fastest lap as well with 134.3. Max Verstappen finishes P2, Lando Norris P3, Charles Leclerc P4, just like it started. Piastri made a nice recovery drive up to P5, 51 seconds off the pace. Hamilton, Alonso, Perez, Russell and Sainz completing the point scorers. Everyone below P10 got lapped. And then there was Robert, who ended up with a 39-second time penalty, ending up 2 laps down. Though, Robert has a green arrow. Only because his teammate Alexander Amel crashed. Now for the championship standings. Oh, look at that. Robert somehow has survived.
I know.
Robert is still P3. Somehow.
Somehow, let's go.
That gap though, that gap has come down from. You were 21 ahead.
It's
Yeah, you were 21 ahead, and now you're
14.
16 ahead, 14 ahead. And Lando Norris was behind you by 29 points, and he's cut that lead down to 14. So he's gained 15 points on you.
Couldn't quite get to the race director incidents in time. Oh, look at that! Achievement unlocked! Hello! Thank you very much. Top 5 qualifying, thank you very much. Sprint still 61. Awareness plus 7. Pace is now at 80. Driver rating of 76. Now, just for funsies, I'm gonna look at awareness plus 7.
I lost awareness. I think I lost. I'm down to like 4 now.
Right, so next week, assuming that things go to normal,
Probably hungry.
which I'm probably guessing is not going to happen. So next week, we go to Hungary. You feeling hungry,
Damn,
Robert?
what are we gonna eat?
Well, Mark still hasn't made the sandwiches yet, so
Yeah,
bastard.
unfortunate.
I can offer you guys some extra cream, crunch cream, custard creams. Yeah. Not just any old custard creams, right enough. M&S. Custard creams.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Anything else though?
You're just not impressed.
How about some pink wafers?
What?
Okay.
Not gonna
Okay.
do
Anything
anything.
else?
Jaffa cakes?
Jaffa cakes. Oh,
yes. Yes.
Yes.
I love Java cakes. What else? What else you got?
Walkers.
What kind?
Ready salted.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You fumbled on that one.
Yeah, you're losing us.
Well, I was gonna say cheese and onion.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't you?
Because I went for the safe choice.
How the red
Cheese
soda
and onion is the same choice.
Yeah, red soda is boring. That's what a 70-year-old man usually gets. What else you got, CL?
What else have I got? That's a good question. How about some Belgian waffles?
Okay. I'm looking at the soundboard. I completely forgotten there's a soundboard called Golfgasm, and I don't remember what that does.
Press it, dude.
Press it.
I'm pressing it. Oh, okay. Now I remember now.
PJ Tour.
What is that? What was that?
That was me saying you did it. You earned that Golfgasm.
After getting
Jesus.
after having a crap lie, I'm managing to chip it in for a cheeky eagle.
Earned that Golfgasm. I'm pretty sure the entire time I was like, ah!
Well, it was actually you and Day. Both of you were like, "Are you gonna come and join us over here?" In the bunker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. It was the bunker or somewhere stupid.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, Robert, simulate time.
Woo!
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Let's see. La 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 la. Actually, hang on a minute. Try and get it in before the Dutch Grand Prix. Okay, so now... Alright, okay. Kick Sauber is still the slowest team. At the minute. So, let's take a look at these. Haas still on fuck all points.
Yeah, they started like 17th and 18th, yeah.
And Alpine have dropped to 6th in the standings.
Yep.
By scoring a big, fat nothing.
Somebody's getting fired.
Robert.
Shut up! Oh, it's the butt plug map.
Plug map is crazy.
It looks like a butt plug.
Right, so we're halfway through the season. Just look at the amount of fastest laps I've got. Crazy. All of them bar 2.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't get all fastest laps on all of them.
Oh, I'm
Expect-
sorry I got screwed around in China and fucking Lance Stroll decided to be a first class dickhead.
China. That was a good map for me.
Shut up. See, I've scored in every single race, bar fucking Monaco.
You still got the fastest lap in Monaco, though.
I know I did, but it's still annoying. So, alright everybody, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are, and we will see you at some point.
At some point is crazy. No.
Well, I can't really say exactly, because you know what Robert's like.
Well, we know what your dad's like.
Anyway.
That's crazy.
I'm just ignoring that. So, as these two absolute fucking wanksteins decide to be a little bitch duo, I'll say thank you very much for watching, and good night. And Robert's not getting to say